Super Peaches! Welcome to our 5th episode. I'm Erica.
And I'm Joyce.
Hello, Joyce.
Hi. How are you?
I am feeling good this week. It's
Good to know.
a fast week.
It has been a fast week.
We had a holiday.
I feel like this month has been fast too.
Yeah.
Faster than March.
Yeah, because we have a lot of holidays.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, apparently.
How was your How was your holiday?
My
Tuesday?
holiday. Well, I didn't do much for the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a Tuesday, I don't feel like
It's a weird
going
time,
out. Yeah, but I did I had a feast the night before. My boyfriend is making all sorts of good food as
That's
usual.
so nice. So how would you rate your week then?
My week, I'll rate it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Fast week, drive to survive, good food. What more can you ask for? How about
Agree.
you?
I would have to copy you and say the exact same thing.
Wow,
A solid
how creative
8.
are you?
A solid 8. I bumped up from 7.5 to 8. Big
Good
improvement.
for you.
But I think I'm just like similar to you too. Like we're just feeling, because it's so fast, right?
Yeah.
It's just and we're all both super busy with like work, and so it's just not too much time to really think about like
That's true.
our emotions too much.
Yeah.
But in a way, like thinking back, it's like it's quite nice. Like
it's like you wake up, you do your workout, you eat your breakfast, you start working, and boom, 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 it's over, and then you go to
Exactly.
bed. No, okay, sorry, I watched Drive to Survive before I go to
Are
bed.
you done, or are you still watching?
I'm still watching.
How many episodes are there?
There are 4
season?
seasons. Each season is there 4 that's 10 episodes.
10 episodes, right? And then like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, something like that.
Yeah, some more or
to know.
less. Yeah, but interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of eye candies.
One eye candy.
A lot. Pierre Gasly.
Really? I thought you said Hamilton. Now you shifted to
I'm
Gasly?
sorry. Hamilton. Why can't a woman have 2 eye
You
candy?
can. I support that. I fully support that.
Yeah.
Wait, I was gonna say something. Oh, the reason why we're hyped up too is because things are opening up
Oh, yeah.
in like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks.
One more thing that we're really busy on is making all the appointments. The appointments to, go to dinner, to go wake surf, to go do whatever with friends.
Agree.
Yeah, that
Those
keeps me
things
really
we haven't
hyped
planned
up.
for a while,
Yeah, I don't even remember how I used to call the restaurants to make a reservation.
Really?
You'll
You'll just call them and be like,
em coi dạ oi.
okay, bye.
You know how like the restaurants in Hong Kong, they could be like they're impatient people, and they have to be like, speed up, say what you need to say, and just hang up.
And now we're just not used to that pace and that buzzing.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice to know. I mean, now that we're ready to go on and do exciting things outdoors, we're planning like a day trip, like Girls' Day.
Yeah. We would also plan on what to wear.
Exactly.
And that get us into our topic today.
Yeah.
Which is
fashion. I think COVID fashion, right? We
COVID
wanted
fashion.
to talk about that.
Yes.
And I think we both share passion with clothes. Like
we do.
On my standpoint, like I
We
really
do.
like scrolling through Instagram reels.
Yeah, me too.
Pinterest,
Me
like,
too.
And we love to wear different stuff every single. Like we don't like to be repetitive with our clothes.
Yeah, I think we first connected on Pinterest,
I
out
think
of
so too.
all
I
the
think so
platforms
too.
out there.
Pinterest is just so helpful, and it's like
Whenever I'm seeking for inspiration.
no drama. It's just like good photos.
Yes,
provided,
exactly.
and like
Such
fashion
a
and
visual
stuff.
person.
No, yeah, for sure. And I think it's very relevant to, I guess, what's going on now. And I think I constantly think about like different occasions. What do I wear now because of COVID, right? Like work from home, obviously. Different scenarios will put you in a different kind of selection of like clothing choice.
Yeah.
And so,
For me, it's like, because I don't get to work from home, I go to work every day, but still, like, because work could get so dull.
Yeah.
And for me, the most joy that I get out of work is the way I dress. So I still wanna, I put a lot of effort into dressing up and making myself feel good about it.
And I also think that like clothes do affect your emotions, and it
does. Well, not for everyone, but for people like us, I think. Yeah.
Well, because like for me, just like because I'm working from home, I have to change into something that's not my pajamas in order to focus, right? And,
honestly,
and
that changes a lot.
Changes
it
changes
a lot. Because I used to study from home as well, and if I keep wearing the same clothes and just go completely makeup free every day, I just don't feel like myself.
That's true.
I mean, I like to feel natural, but still it's just boring.
Do you think that like, have you seen anything that ever since like COVID happened, like what are some new things that you've like observed, just like from your own point of view? I'm just like curious to know.
You mean fashion wise or what?
I
mean, I do see, well, first of all, I see is mask. From and it's interesting because like from the very beginning of the pandemic, everyone is only wearing those like surgical masks, blue or white. That's all they have. And then now people would actually focus on matching mask as one of their part of the accessories, matching it with the rest of their outfit. And you could see like patterned masks and I don't know, like different colors and even
different
like,
styles.
Different styles. Big brands that would focus on actually publishing like a mask line of fashion. That's kind of interesting.
It has become like a essential piece to our,
and also because that's all you see from the face, right? Like of course you can wear something fancy down there
for sure,
but
I think
your
so
face
too.
is just a mask.
And like all the new like how the masks recently, like the 3D 2D mask where like it shapes your face and makes your face more slimmer and more V-shaped. Like those are the things that are really like trending
marketing
now.
It's all about marketing.
I know,
man,
it's crazy. I would say for me, what are some, I think we talked about this too, like what are some scenarios that we kind of realize that there's like a change, right? And the comparison before COVID versus now.
So like pre-2019 versus now.
Pre-2019, my god.
Oh sorry, early
2020.
Yeah, pre-2020.
Same thing.
The 1 year makes a lot of difference in a way. But comparing the before and now, I think we have really gotten used to this COVID situation. Both mentally and physically. I think in general people have been adopting a more minimalistic style.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah. And also like because more and more people are working from home and have the flexibility to sometimes go to work or sometimes go to the office or sometimes stay at home or go to a coffee shop to work. People have more flexibility in the way they dress as well. And I think like the thing that I thought about was like retro vibes, how people are like, I see so many girls on TikTok, it's so cool that they like, I can't never wear that but I want to try. It's like not really a sports, kind of like a sports bra top, like a short tank top, right? Crop top, and then like a biker short, like a black biker short.
Hailey Bieber vibes,
exactly.
Yes.
And then you wear like a baggy, like nude color, beige color blazer, and then you wear dad shoes with like high, long socks, white socks, with hat and like a sunglass.
You can try.
So cool, like Hailey Bieber vibes, exactly. Like
or Madison Beer.
Those are definitely coming back, like the retro, baggy, like chic, cool. Because it's like it's a mix and match, right? It's like you're dressing up and you're dressing down at the same time.
It's kind of like you can totally wear that when you're working from home,
exactly,
in front of a Zoom camera. And then when you have to head out, you just
run errands,
put on a blazer
and you're good to go.
Yeah.
It's just very,
and
yeah, what's that word? Is it backed up?
Yeah, very backed up.
Yeah.
And when you have to go like, when you're out and you see a track and you want to start running, take off the blazer, you still have your sneakers on.
Yeah,
You
like
can
an
just go
outfit that's
running.
very adaptable, right?
Super versatile.
And you can go work out. Yeah, you can just go to
goes
yoga
with,
class,
goes with
whatever.
everything. Yeah.
So yeah, that's something.
Totally like that. I used to hate biker shorts.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I just don't see the appeal in it. But
Me too, at
now I'm
first.
starting to.
It's very comfy.
It's very
one.
comfy. I mean, it's even comfier than leggings when you come to think of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what is, like, say for example, like a scenario where you have to, because we talked about like working from home or like going to work or running errands. Look, how about like brunch with girls, or meeting like friends that you haven't seen for like a few months? Like, would you wear the same thing as you run errands for,
honestly,
or do you kind of change up a bit?
Back then, I would say I would totally dress up a little more for brunches or with like dinner with friends. And I can't compare now because now I'm not working from home. But then last year when I was like studying at home, I definitely paid way less effort. It's like I'm so used to staying at home and being the natural self, being super minimalistic. And then even when I go brunch with friends, I would just keep being myself. Yeah. So I don't think, I mean, you've seen me a lot last year, and compared
I've
to
seen you
now,
more this year.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's true.
But keep going.
But the way, like, when you saw me last year compared to you seeing me this year, it's a difference.
That's true. That's true. I can see that. What do you think I would wear? I don't know.
Brunching with friends.
I feel like that's when I put the most effort.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because given my current work, and also kind of like my work from home like attire is pretty much the same. And I wanted something like, if I were to brunch with my girlfriends, I would want something different, like something that would, like, I guess, get me more excited and feel more confident, I guess.
Yeah.
Like comfy, of course, and confidence at the same time.
So you're like a different, like you're like a contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, contrasting your work from home and like brunch with friends.
Yeah.
For me, it's more like adapting, because I'm adapting to work from home, so I want to just still be myself when I have brunch with friends.
Interesting.
Different personality.
I mean, we're always super different.
Super different. Yeah.
And we talked about like how the fashion industry, I guess we both did some like research a little bit on like like how the fashion industry kind of had to navigate COVID. And I think that was interesting at first because, how should I say, like, being adaptable is the way to survive. Like, drive to survive. Like, it's the way to survive, right?
Yep.
And how like we saw some like brands kind of fell out. We saw some brands that went even better because of COVID, and I think it's their ability to adapt so well with the COVID situation.
Yeah.
So like, just like, I think them being able to fit with like the new active wear and like loungewear vibe, like doing like new product lines.
Yeah. Loungewear, that we should really, I think it's super huge this year, these past 2 years. Like, for like we talked about like biker shots.
That's fun.
But we also should think about like, virtual workout classes.
Yeah,
that's what like loungewear or like I don't know, workout fits are basically created for.
Yeah,
so many people are buying matching sets just to work out at home.
Exactly.
I even saw like because some people don't like wearing sneakers at home. I even saw like there are shoes that basically are so like such thin soles and just shaped like socks that you can just wear at home when you do workout. That's such a fashion trend that, like, wow, I love it personally because comfy is key.
That's true.
Yeah,
like semi workout clothes, but like make it fashion, right? And I think a lot of brands are adapting to that, like doing new product lines for activewear, and but also make the style and like the patterns and the colors, everything more, I guess, in a fashion type way, like rather than like just a sporty kind of effect. And just like you can see all these brands just working so much more on like Instagram and like putting so much effort on reels, styling tips, approaching like key opinion leaders. And I think that's the trend and that's the future.
I feel like, you know, it used to be physical store. Then we move on to like more online store. And then now like online stores are not even enough because there's so many online stores. No one's gonna know about your presence. So you have to focus a lot of really on the digital marketing.
For sure.
And basically, you know, hiring a key opinion leader
to promote your clothes.
It's the easiest way.
It's just the fastest way to get to your audience because they're much more approachable than you just a brand trying to like sell hard, right? And that's why they're so popular now. And I think this is not as common in Asia. I think maybe a little more common in the Americas now. Like a lot of brands are doing like personal styling and like consulting within their websites.
I think that's smart because
that's so smart.
I mean, it has existed for a really long time, but especially during COVID, because people can't really go to the store to try up their clothes.
Exactly.
And if you do this kind of image consulting, or I don't know, like personal shoppers kind of service, then it's a great appeal to people.
You know why I think of that? Because like you told me last night you bought a pair of pants online.
I'm so mad. I was gonna talk about it. I was just thinking about it.
Great minds think alike.
You know how hard is it to find a perfect pair of pants?
How tall are you? Sorry.
161.
Yeah, me too.
Feeling vulnerable.
5'2"
Exposing my. Don't ask me how much I weigh. I'm not gonna tell you here.
But like, see, that's like, it's a hard length. To buy pants.
And everyone has their like the parts that they don't want to show. For me, it's like you know, my thighs, my you know, everything else. And finding this pair of pants takes me a really long while. And I thought this is gonna be my pants, and it's not. And you know how I was messaging the customer service?
What happened?
And all they told me is that, oh, you know what, you can actually go tailor your pants. They actually tell me that. I was like asking for a refund. I was asking for a return, refund, whatever, and they're telling me that you can go tailor your pants.
What?
That's why I asked you any tailor shop that you know.
I know. I wish
How
I know.
helpful are they?
Anyways, hopefully brands are gonna. More brands are doing like petite stylings and stuff like that to cater like different heights. So that's really nice of them and very thoughtful.
And I think if I could, you know, if their brands, the brands that I love, offer like personalized or like more consulting style,
you'll definitely do
service,
it, right?
I would do it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I think that's very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, who can be bothered to like get the stuff that you want after the delivery for like 2 or 3 weeks? Get it, try it on, finding out that it doesn't fit, and having to return and refund and all that fuss. No one wants to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, we're such a fast-paced city.
Well, hopefully brands are going to implement that more, you know.
Hopefully. You never know.
Also, one more trend that I wanted to talk about is
Y2K. Y2K.
I personally never really tried. Like, I do want to try. Like, it's because
Have you never?
Okay, maybe. Like, I've been like really liking hot pink colors.
Yeah.
I've been liking green too, like that not really that pop bright green, like a vintage-y, like darkish gray green. Do you know what I mean?
The top that you're wearing right now?
Darker. But yeah, anyways, like 4C green. Like, I don't know why. And I think half of it is because of social media. Like, I've been seeing all these like models wearing these. You know what I mean? Right? Like,
I get which kind of green
like
you're talking
sharp,
about.
Like bright colored rings, accessories. It's like Y2K, like going back to like the late 90s, like early 20s trend, like retro but like very fun and young, girly at the same time. Just like candy types of like necklaces and like accessories. Like,
I just don't get the candy bracelet.
I don't get that either.
Bracelet necklace kind of trend though. I think it's like going back to 15 or 16 years old.
I think people are missing like that age a lot, you know, like because
that explains it.
Because COVID and those are like their happy innocent moments. Like I would think almost I would almost think that that's like a comfort place for people, you know, because that brings back joy, and that could be one of the that's just one of the correlations that I think of.
Sorry, I gotta ask then how about dad shoes? What does it bring you comfort? Okay, that sounds kind of creepy right now.
I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about dad shoes, because I've been eyeing on quite a pair of dad shoes.
Yeah, which pair? What brand?
New Balance.
Oh, you should.
But 725.
Okay, I don't remember the model number.
New Balance is coming back because apparently they have a new director.
Oh my god, I've been seeing I've been seeing a few articles about introducing new lines of New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
Me and Robin are gonna buy some of those.
They're coming back, like huge.
So nice, their design, so chic.
I think because they tapped back to that retro classic shoes.
Yeah, and their shoes are actually comfy. For someone like me who have been trying out all different kind of sneaker brands, I would say my number one is Reebok. Value for money, number one.
Dude, if John listens to this, he's gonna be like, yes.
Oh, he loves Reebok?
Because he always sends me email on like 50% off Reebok sales.
Dude, Reebok?
And then I'm like,
love it.
I mean, yeah, 200-300 for a pair, like after sales.
Yeah,
but they're not stylish.
They're so classic. I mean, I wore Reebok when I was attending high school physical education classes.
Is that why that gave
classic.
You like a
no? I don't
sentiment?
know. It's just comfy.
Oh, okay. I thought that gave you like a sentiment.
Oh, not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Goes with everything too. Yeah.
I respect your decision.
And yeah, I just want to say sneakers, out of everything that is like out of all the clothing sales products that are going downhill since COVID, it is still the top number one for some reason.
Yeah, that's so true.
Why? Do people wear shoes at home, like wear the sneakers at home? Or do they just like, you know, sneakers collector? And
I think the sneaker scene is just overall is getting big. Before it was just like the sneakerheads that were into it. Now it's like even normal people are tapping in, because it's like it's that harder to get kind of vibe. It's brands are making it more, I guess, limited edition. They're tapping into that concept to make people wanting it more.
That's true.
Like Nike Dunk Lows.
And I guess because, okay, sorry, I have to say that first. Nike Dunk Lows, for its price, it's not worth it.
I mean, it used to be like affordable.
Yeah, but for its price right now, it's so not worth it. I mean, Air Force is so much comfier, but costs way less.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, Dunk Lows are so pretty, but still not worth the price. Not worth $1,000.
We should buy like a matching Dunk Low.
We should. Can anyone sponsor us?
Nike.
Oh, wow.
No one in Nike's gonna hear this. That's so funny.
But yeah, I can think of one reason though, because the prices of sneakers are relatively more affordable compared to, you know, like bags or like I don't know, glasses, accessories that can elevate your looks.
Yeah. So
it's like one thing that people have to buy to match with their outfits. Yeah, because it's still counted as accessories, other than know, like your top or your bottom.
And there's so many more ways to wear it now that we know of compared to back then.
That's true.
You can dress up and you can dress down with it. So
that's true.
Goes with literally every single thing, even if you're wearing your pajamas.
Interesting fact.
I think we should move on from Nike Dunk Lows from sneakers, and we can talk about this for like 5 hours.
Low key a sneakerhead.
We should talk about products that, I guess, specific products, and we can do like a yes no like question, rapid fire round, and like what COVID brought back and like what we want it to stay and what not. I guess. Do you wanna start?
Yeah, I have a few pretty ridiculous
Those are so
options for
ridiculous.
you.
Okay, yeah, ask me first.
And you can say nay to every one of them.
Okay.
So I've read an article where they introduced these like new products that came out thanks to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
First one being a mask with a built-in microphone and earphones. Let me explain. Because you know how when you wear a mask and you still want to put on your AirPods, and sometimes when you try to take off the mask, the AirPods would just like come off.
Yeah.
With the built-in microphones and the earphones, so first you can never have to avoid having your earphones coming off, and second, everyone can hear you speak. Yeah.
I think I would take the risk of having my AirPods fall out. So nay. Thanks for selling though.
How about if it looks like a Y2K style?
Okay, maybe. If it's like a really super limited edition, like then I'll fall into it. I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But now it's like
limited edition. If I produce
weird.
one, it's also limited edition. Hyper peaches.
But how many people are gonna use it? Like I want it to be like everybody wants it kind of thing, not like no one wants it.
Someone would want it.
Okay.
My parents would want it.
That's true. Always supportive parents.
Okay, so that's a nay.
How about you? You couldn't sell yourself.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to answer any of those questions myself. Okay, this one is even more ridiculous. I don't think we should go through every one of them because it's too ridiculous.
It's all names.
Let me go through one more.
Okay.
Transparent neon lit face mask. So that you can the people can detect.
The whole thing is neon?
It's transparent, but it light up in the dark.
Oh, okay.
So neon lit. Yeah. So it can be activated in the dark. People can detect your smile. I don't know. Someone who smiles might want some other people to see it.
Yeah, that's a hard no for me.
One more thing. There's an amplifier. So again, people can hear you loud and clear.
Maybe some people will want that to like draw attention and like feel more wanted, I guess. Then you can purchase this. I don't know.
You can see my smile.
I mean, it's a big fashion statement piece, though. Let's put it that.
If like Kanye wear it.
If Kanye wears it, then people who are like in love with Yeezys and like their new kind of ugly Yeezys, then they'll buy this with the Yeezys, and they'll be like weird together.
That's true. Everything is a trend. You know how like AirPods used to be ridiculous. Ugly. Yeah, ridiculous.
Now it's just a normal,
super normal.
Appliance. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Kanye. Marketing idea for ya.
He's not called Kanye, he's Ye.
Oh, sorry. Ye.
No, sorry, not Ye. Ye.
Wow, thanks. Yay.
Okay, continuing.
Okay. No, I don't have any more. Do you have something to add to it?
Okay, let's not go there. Okay, I guess the two ones that is super ridiculous is basically for our listeners and friends to know is air purifying collars and UV light sanitizer bag. What the hell? Move on.
Yeah, you can go back and listen to it if you want.
Yeah. So sneakers are yes, loungers are yes, PJs. Would you invest in more expensive PJs though?
No, I still can't understand why people would wear like silk PJs out and treat it like a fashion piece. I just don't get it. It's still PJ to me.
Yeah. To me, mask though is not a fashion piece. It's a necessity. But I was thinking post-COVID, say like everyone, like governments like, oh, you could they lift off the mask.
So it's
regulation.
not mandatory anymore.
It's not mandatory anymore. Will I still wear it? Like,
will you?
I don't know yet. I think it comes with like the comfort of it. Like I'm so used to it. If now like if suddenly you tell me not to wear it, then I'll feel super exposed. I don't know what to do with my face.
Smile. Wear one of these like transparent neon lit masks. so you can smile. Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
I cannot.
Well, for me, I think mask, I'll definitely remove it. I can't stand it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you know, the past 2 years, I didn't even go out much during summer
Yeah.
because of the mask. Because I didn't want to wear mask outside.
It's so suffocating.
It's so
Yeah,
suffocating.
that's understandable, especially in the
Yeah.
summertime.
I can't stand it. So yeah, it's totally a nay for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else in our list?
Let me think of it.
Probably
I don't think.
not.
Yeah, not much. For me, the fashion trend is mainly based on what you have said just now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, shall we move on to one thing that I really want to touch on?
what is it?
Sustainable clothing.
Go for it.
So I think, actually, because of COVID, people are getting too bored at home, and a lot of them have like a closet cleanout. So there has been articles saying that the charity shops are receiving more clothings, more secondhand clothings than they could handle.
That's crazy.
Is that a good thing though?
I don't know.
Yes or no, huh?
You know why? I would say no, it's not a good thing.
Why?
Because some people's mentality is, I'm sure there's other people, but like half of the people, I would say they do a closet cleanup to give themselves a good
sense
excuse
of okay,
to
buy more,
buy newer things for this post-pandemic life, or like they always have excuse to kind of, because there's a reason why people buy new things, right?
That's sad.
There's a satisfaction that comes with it.
Yeah, that's true.
What
Like
do
you
you
buy it just for the sake of buying
Exactly.
it. You don't even have to wear it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we talked about it last night, how like some people would buy the piece, and once it's arrived at your place and sit in your closet,
Yeah.
it no longer becomes new
Yeah.
after a few days or a few weeks.
Yeah.
And when it no longer becomes new, it's not attractive to you anymore, and you just don't wear it.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then
true.
yeah,
And
it's such a
there's-
waste.
The whole clothing industry, it does generate a lot of pollution of
It
like
does.
overused water and just like overused fabrics, and like different fibers are taken out, and it's so hard because we talked about it, and there's really no solid solution to this problem.
Yeah.
I think it's good to address it and be aware of it. Like I think that awareness is something that we need to build upon and create more.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to resolve this issue, one thing is that the world can have less fast fashion lines or brands, but that's kind of inevitable, the existence of fast fashion brands, because of how people are always seeking for it.
Exactly. It's just it's like
it's such a competitive market.
it's a natural human reaction in a sense to wanting those, because they can give that satisfaction.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done even for myself. Like I really want to buy more sustainable clothing. I really want to be more minimal, which I have kind of.
Yeah.
But still, when it comes to buying clothes, who want to spend a few $100 on a piece of clothing that you might not even wear it more than 5 times?
Yeah. And there's like you said, like competitive market. Like
Yeah.
why do I need to purchase like $100 US like hoodie when I can purchase it from a fast fashion brand for like
Exactly.
$10?
Exactly.
So
The contrast is just too big.
Exactly.
to ignore.
Exactly. And I think some brands are doing well, like some brands that are incorporating sustainability, and they're very transparent about it. Like, one of my favorite brands, Reformation.
Yeah.
The reason why I really like them is because they're my liking, and they're very transparent with their sustainability, where they like actually send their guests like sustainability reports every quarter. And they tell you like what they're lacking on, what they're doing, and how they're making the workers work more safely and protect their workers, because that also ties into like the whole fashion industry concept, right? To making it better moving on from COVID, I think. So I think creating awareness and giving the audience and clients more information on what goes behind production wise for fashion industries, I think that would create the awareness and people will find more value to it, you know.
We need more people like those, more
sure.
companies like those.
I mean, because it takes a lot of more work and effort to do that.
That's true. I mean, but how do you think about like H&M? Like they're still doing fast fashion lines, but then they do encourage people to, like, you know,
donate their clothes,
donate their used clothing, so that they could possibly recycle them.
I think that's a good concept, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's like they're at least putting an effort. They're trying to do something.
Yeah, but it's gonna take much more than that, you know.
Yeah, I think we need more people trying. Seriously.
But just the awareness of it, I think. And then moving on, hopefully people can take more action with these brands. That would be very helpful.
Yeah. I think the pandemic does make us, you know, rethink on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And fashion wise, I think there's a lot of that we can take away.
Do you think? I think, like, because I told you I watched like a YouTube video of like these Paris fashion students. They did fashion week during their school time during the pandemic. This was like, I think 2020, like it was like at the very high point of their pandemic, and they basically shut down. Long story short, their school was shut down for like almost half a year. Yeah, and they were forced to kind of still work, like going to school from home and doing their assignments, but it's very hard for them, you know, because they're not given that creative space anymore, and they're forced to kind of build that creativity within their homes, within their dorm rooms maybe. And one student said a quote that I really stood out to me. He said, no matter how chic or how glamorous we try to be, or we are moving on, we're always running with the virus one way or the other. And that really stood out because I think COVID and the fashion industry now just really goes hand in hand, whether it's the sustainability concept, which is also like, the way we dress from now on, like it has affected us in like a 360 concept.
Yeah, agreed. I think even not COVID, just in general, the fashion is affected by things that are happening in our society. Like if some kind of, you know, feminism, or like Black Lives Matter, like whatever trends that is going on, it would affect some of the brands and the products that they publish. So one way or another, I think it does affect the way brands are producing their clothing, or their products. I think overall this has been a very good I guess conversation that me and you had, because it gave us a more deeper understanding on like the understanding of like fashion and like the industry behind it, and how we can be more sustainable moving on. And I think because we care about the planet moving on, like for our future generations, it's important to think that every decision that we make now is for them, right? Yes. And just be more respectful in that way. So, and I think this is such a fun topic to talk about, because we're both, I wouldn't say I'm super passionate, but at least I really like, you know,
and you care
dressing,
for it too.
fashion stuff.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So I think that concludes our podcast. So thank you for listening, and we hope your day is as peachy as this episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, like this podcast on Spotify and iTunes,
and comment or DM us on any of our social media platforms as well. Talk to you in the next one.
Bye.